All right, so thanks for taking a second to tune into this demo of our AI follow-up experiments. And what we want to do in this video is just show off how we've built out a proof of concept for automatic probing and follow-up on an open-ended response. And so what we're doing here is we're using AI to listen to a user's response to an open-ended question and then follow up with further questions that have some awareness to how they responded. The other thing we're doing is that we're only pushing through those probing questions if the user is not providing a thoughtful response. And so we're also using AI to analyze the initial response to the open-ended question and then only follow up if their response is thin or not thoughtful, so to speak. And so I just want to show off how we're doing this with this fictitious concept testing chat we've got. The concept we're testing is this proposed smart ring cover. We've got a chat here where we sort of introduce the spirit of the chat and we asked a couple of initial questions. So would you be interested in something like this? We asked the user, and then we asked them, how likely is it that they might purchase something like this in the next 6 months? And we'll just say likely. And then we have an open-ended question that we ask, what are some of the features and considerations that would most influence the participant's purchase? So I'm going to just write comfort and access to different colors. And I'm going to press enter. And that's a fairly thin response. And so what the AI is going to do is it's going to probe me. It's going to ask me for more details. So can you elaborate on what aspects of comfort are most important to you? Are there specific materials or designs that you find especially comfortable? And I'm going to say, well, use weights to work out, so the cover should be able to flex when I'm lifting heavy weights. And submit that. So now it's going to take that, it's going to process that, and then it's going to come back with another question if needed. So in this case, I was fairly thoughtful in my response. And so it stopped probing and thanked me for my input. And then what it's doing in this demo is it's summarizing the thread. And so it's saying here the user is interested in purchasing the ring cover. They emphasize the importance of comfort, especially when lifting heavy weights, suggesting that the cover should be able to flex during workout. And so there's an example of one follow-up question that the AI pushed through. And so let's just jump over and do another try at this chat. And this time we're going to provide a much more robust response. So we're going to be thoughtful in our initial response. And you see that what it's doing, it's not going to probe. So here I'm saying what's important is that it's got sort of jewelry aesthetics. The cover should be fancy and have a certain level of flash that aligns with how jewelry is typically worn. And so I'm going to submit that. And what you'll see is that the AI will not respond with a probing question. So it's going to say, thanks for the detailed thoughts. We appreciate your time. And then it's a summarizing submission that I've made here to this open-ended question. Let's do it one more time. And this time we're going to do not so thoughtful responses. So I'm going to say I'm interested. I'm going to say likely to buying it. And I'm going to just say color. And then it's going to respond and elaborate more on color. And so I'm going to say I want black and red, and it'll take that, and that's not super thoughtful, so it's going to probe more. What specific qualities do you associate with black and red ring covers that make them preferred color choices for your Aura Smart Ring? I wear a lot of black and red clothes, so I want the cover to match. Press enter. So you can see this time around, it's asked me 2 follow-up questions, and again, done so based on how I'm responding, which is a little bit thin. And so then if we look at this, how it's summarizing this thread, it's saying key consideration is color of the cover. Specifically, they prefer black and red ring covers because they want the cover to match their black and red clothing. And so taken together here, you can see how we've got 3 different scenarios. The first scenario had 1 follow-up. The second scenario, we had no follow-ups. And in this third scenario, we had 2 follow-up questions. And in all cases, a final summary was created by the AI that serves as the verbatim for this topic. All right, so next what we want to do is we want to go over and we want to run some thematic analysis on verbatims that the AI has created for each of the threads. So again, a thread equates to 1, 2, or 3 open-ended questions around a topic. And because there's so much variability in those threads, we get the AI to summarize the questions and the responses into a single verbatim, which we then can push through the AI summarizer to create some themes and some insights. So we're going to go to the chat data section to access this, and we're going to select our summarized AI verbatims here. And those are shown here in a table. Each one of the summaries that the AI has created for each thread is here. And we now have the ability to go to AI Insight and we can consume any of the themes that we've generated. So each date stamp here represents a point in time. On Thursday, the 6th of June, we had 10 responses. On Friday, the 7th, we had 31. If we open up Friday, we can see what the key key themes were with regard to what would influence a purchase decision. But we've now got 88 responses. So let's go ahead. We're going to generate a new set of insights and see what the key themes are. It just takes a second. It sends those verbatims over to the AI. The AI processes those and then gives us our insight themes. And so what's important based on these 88 responses are the following: aesthetics and quality, durability and scratch resistance, comfort and fit, cost considerations, and then customization and material preferences. That shows you a variety of different ways that we're using AI to facilitate qualitative feedback on a topic. This last piece is super important as it provides really agile insights and takeaways. Thanks for taking the time to watch this demo, and we'll keep you posted as we continue to update and improve this experience.